So, are you an educated person? Did you go to college?
Yes, I did. I went to college. I studied law. I had several interests. I also studied the field of neuroscience, and then I went into advanced skincare, biology, physiology, and the medical aspects of aesthetics.
Interesting.
And I live in Wisconsin, and I find you're a very intellectual man, very wise, and you have physical prowess. Your intellectual prowess combined with your physical prowess, I think maybe it's very refreshing. It's extremely refreshing to meet someone as intelligent as you are.
All right. So let's get into the question. So thank you for that. What do you think of psychiatry?
I was fascinated by it at one point. Now, after my experiences, I'm pretty leery about it. I'm leery of it. Actually, no, I'm not. I guess I'm not leery of the science itself, but the people that are practicing the science in this country.
Yes, indeed. What do you think of government harassment or gang stalking?
I believe that it is real. I believe it is a very real. I hesitate to use the word epidemic, but I do believe that it's happening, and I think it's happening on a large scale. How do I feel about it personally? I think it's unethical. I think it's immoral. It's very to think that your fellow human being would subject you to something of this nature. It's disturbing. It really is.
All right. For this next question, I want you to keep in mind that psychiatrists themselves admit they do not know what causes mental disorders. And RT, the media station, mainstream media, has reported that psych meds kill 500,000 people annually in Western countries alone. So what do you think about people who try to force medicate people or covertly drug people with psychiatric drugs?
I cannot say that I support that at all. I don't support that. I think if you were to, if someone were, let's say, there was a drug that people were buying online called bath salt, and it was inducing psychosis in many of its users. I think in an extreme case like that, where someone is, an obvious threat to themselves or others, an anti-anxiety med or something, but some of these medications that they have now are really changing the chemistry of the brain, permanently changing the chemistry of the brain. How do I feel about it? I wouldn't take it. And I do. Misdiagnoses are prevalent in the psychiatric industry. They are. And as you said, they acknowledge this. They acknowledge it. And then, there was a colleague of mine who said that they were challenged. They gave a diagnosis, and they were challenged. And then he threw his arms up in the air, and he said, well, it's not a science. And but they say it's a science. Well, what is it? Right? They aren't. I wouldn't take any psychiatric meds. I wouldn't.
All right. What do you think of the misuse of government technology and it being used on political dissidents?
I think that is a very. I think that is it can get a very dangerous and delicate dance. As far as they will say that they're using it to protect us, to keep us safe from outside threats such as the Taliban or ISIS. And that argument is it's a good argument, right? It's a very good argument. But they're not very successful with this, are they? They're not very successful. In what cases did this technology actually prevent a catastrophe, right? When did it actually prevent something? Tell us about these. Let us know about those. As far as using it against political dissidents, I think that they're misusing it. They're misusing it. They're not using it for good.
All right, so why do you think people do not believe that these type of things go on or take place?
I think I believe in private education, right? Not so much in the public school system. I think that brainwashing kind of starts pretty young in America, and 5 years ago, so I wouldn't have really felt so strong about, but I feel very strong about this now. I think they brainwash people. I think they do, and I think a lot of people are scared of being ridiculed and agreeing to, like just the alien thing, for example, right? A lot of people are scared to say, "Oh, I saw something," or and that's just an example, right? But we're so programmed to believe if we do say something that seems a little bit far-fetched or out of a movie, that you're crazy. And I think maybe I think that's it. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. But I do. It's definitely happening. I saw in a video yesterday, and it was gang stalking was on the 5 o'clock news out in California, and the anchors were looking at each other and just giving each other these subtle glances, like, okay, well, what's this story going to be about? And you could see there was a palpable type of chemistry coming out of the screen when they were looking at each other. And then after the interview with these 4 men, that look was gone from their faces. And I wish there was more reporting on this. I really do.
All right, so I have a $3,000 top martial arts challenge that the people who are stalking me are well aware of, and there's probably about 500,000 people, probably at least half of them martial artists, who are aware. So why do you think they are not accepting my top martial arts challenge, and they're not?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
And they're not giving me my credit as well. And I've had this challenge for about 3 years.
For 3 years? My initial response would be because of your physical prowess, okay? And you're very passionate and focused, and that can be very appealing to the average man. The average man, I say you have to consider the source, right, of who's reading about your challenge. So I think it has probably to do a lot with your intellectual prowess and your physical prowess. And, there's something to be said about, like, when a kid's crying for something a lot, and you don't give them what they want, right? You never give them what they want. I remember my mother telling me when I was a kid, never let them see you sweat, Renee, And you don't give them what they want. And maybe that's part of it, too. Maybe they just do not want to give you what you want.
All right. Also, two more quick questions. Do you think I deserve my credit for my martial arts accomplishments?
Yes, absolutely.
And typically, I'm sure you've noticed a lot of famous martial artists, they have a lot of fans and a lot of women that like them. Okay? Can you see why I would be upset that I've been denied the admiration of potential wives?
Yes, I do. I very much see that. You're a healthy, good-looking man who's very capable, more than capable. Like I said, you're an above-average man. So I can't imagine how you'd feel, And yes, I do believe you do deserve that.
All right. Thanks for the interview. We'll end it right there.
welcome.